thing that people need to know about energy medicine is that it's a very optimistic kind of medicine. I have seen energy medicine accomplishing very important things for patients, especially for patients who have tried everything in the standard medical profession's sort of bag of tricks and not had any success. And eventually they take a leap and they try something new, like acupuncture or some energy medicine device or some hands-on techniques that come under the category of energy medicine, and their problem goes away. And this is very exciting. This is a big change in medicine. Many incurable or very difficult to treat diseases or disorders are being resolved by different energetic techniques. This is very optimistic for the public. It's also very important because the healthcare systems worldwide are failing. They're too expensive. They're not effective. It's not that the practitioners aren't dedicated. It's that there is something missing from the standard medical approach. And what's missing is the energetic aspect. I've talked to many doctors, many physicians, and they will tell me that they don't really learn anything about energy in medical school. They don't learn basic physics. They don't learn biological electronics. About what they learn in terms of energy is the electrocardiogram or the electroencephalogram, which is an energetic type of diagnostic. The electrocardiogram, the electroencephalogram tell us about the functioning of important parts of the body by their electrical characteristics. But that's just scratching the surface of what energy medicine is. Energy medicine is a wide variety of diagnostic and treatment technologies that can really have profound benefits. And what's important for us to accomplish, I believe, is to let the public, to let patients know that they have alternatives that are very successful and that are scientifically documented. There's a sort of rumor or confusion that there is no scientific basis for energy medicine. And in fact, there is more of a scientific basis for energy medicine than for conventional medicine. Conventional medicine alleges to be scientific medicine. But when you look at it, it's mainly based on biochemistry and pharmacology. It's as though the body is a pie and one little slice has been taken out, and that's the biochemistry pharmacology aspect, and that is what modern medicine is based on. Energy medicine looks at the whole pie, looks at all of the pieces. It's holistic, meaning that it's intellectually a little bit challenging because you have to look at the body from every possible perspective. But that's possible. It just means not focusing on parts, but focusing on the whole organism and how it functions together, how the parts function together. So this is why holistic therapists and energy therapists, and often they're one and the same, holistic therapies appreciate the energetics of the human body in general. All of the schools of holistic medicine have energetics as part of their training, whereas conventional medicine does not have energetics as part of its training. So the holistic therapist really has a bigger picture of what the body is and what can go wrong and what can be done to fix it. And the striking things that are happening in energy medicine, the public needs to know about. For example, some of the most serious epidemics of our time, like autism and Alzheimer's disease, are actually correctable with energetic approaches. And this is an enormous development because these are very costly problems. They're devastating emotionally to families. And to turn around an autistic child or to bring a person back from Alzheimer's disease is a profoundly important accomplishment. And this kind of work is being done. Energy medicine has now come to a stage where it coincides exactly with the most exciting areas of modern biomedical research. The hottest area in biomedical research right now is the study of inflammation. It's been discovered that virtually all of the diseases, so-called diseases and disorders, from A to Z, from Alzheimer's to zygomycosis, all of them are inflammatory conditions. They arise because of pockets of inflammation that have not resolved. It can be from a 20-year-old injury that is still slowly, the body is still slowly trying to deal with the consequences. And it can take a long time, and it sets up in the immune system a cycle, which is known as a vicious cycle, where the body keeps trying to fix the problem, but the problem doesn't completely go away. And this cycle can continue for many years and lead to the production of compounds, chemicals in the body that will gradually cause the breakdown of different organs. And it's not clear to the medical doctors why this happens and what you can do about it. Holistic therapists are able to deal with these problems. Energy medicine can deal with these problems because inflammation is fundamentally an energetic issue. That is, inflammation involves molecules called free radicals, or reactive oxygen species. These are the molecules that tear apart bacteria, that destroy damaged cells. They're very important in the functioning of the immune system, and they are energetic in that they are electrophilic. They are electrophiles. They are electron lovers. In other words, the way they function is by tearing things apart, ripping the electrons out. It's kind of like a fire. Inflammation is like a flame. Inflammatory conditions, inflammatory areas in the body get hot and red, and they hurt. And range of motion is compromised, and they swell. Those are the characteristics of inflammation. And that can be taken care of most readily by supplying electrons. We take anti-inflammatory drugs, we take non-steroidal anti-inflammatories, which are unfortunately being shown to be toxic to various systems in the body. The ultimate anti-inflammatory, the ultimate antioxidant is simply the electron. So we can take vitamin C and vitamin E and we can take turmeric in our diet in an effort to provide ourselves with antioxidants in our diet. The problem is that those antioxidants have difficulty reaching the places they need to get to. The miracle of energy medicine is that there's a whole variety of techniques that can deliver free electrons, the ultimate antioxidant, to the site of inflammation. These can be hands-on techniques, they can be hands-off techniques. It turns out, this is one of the big lessons from energy medicine, that the cells in the body are very sensitive to energy fields. They listen. They are amplifiers. They listen for whispers in their environment. And our usual way of treating conditions is to do battle. We have had a war on cancer. We lost the war on cancer. It didn't work. It just didn't happen. And the reason is that cancer and all other diseases and the cells in the body and the whole body system is very sensitive, and it responds. Our bodies respond to subtle stimuli much more than to violent stimuli. One of my colleagues said, "Why use a sledgehammer when a feather will do the job?" So energy medicine really involves feather-type, very gentle application of organized energy with information and frequency, encoded information that is appropriate to stimulate cells to do repair and to deliver electrons to sites of inflammation. What we're seeing with the technologies that are coming along is a whole variety of devices that can treat almost anything that a person has wrong with them. It's incredible. Some of these devices can analyze the body, can scan the body to find out where the problem areas are, what the problems are, and then treat them, all with a very short amount of time and a very small amount of input of energy. This is a very optimistic development. This is totally different from treating symptoms. Western medicine treats symptoms. Symptoms are not causes. Treating the symptoms actually creates a situation where the symptoms or the cause persists, and this is stressful on the body. And while the symptom may go away, the problem persists. The problem continues and continues to cause difficulties for the living system. So the optimistic thing about energy medicine is kind of like a dream come true. No matter what is wrong with you, you can sit down with a practitioner and they can find out what is going on with you, and they can recommend a treatment or can treat you very simply, quickly, and the problem is resolved, not the symptoms. This is profound. This is a huge shift in the way medicine is carried out. It's a huge shift in healthcare, and what's missing is people to just go out and tell the patients what their opportunities are. Because when the patients know that they have alternatives that are highly successful, easy, inexpensive, that's where they're going. One of the difficulties that many patients are having is that their painkillers, the drugs that have helped them with their pain, their chronic pain, have enabled them to function in spite of problems. These drugs, like Vioxx and Celebrex and a whole variety of other painkillers, have been shown to be very toxic and to cause problems like heart attacks and liver failure and kidney failure and so on. So this means that the patient who has pain doesn't know where to turn. Well, there's an alternative, and that's energy medicine, because energy medicine has thousands of different techniques that can resolve pain, not by taking the pain away, but by taking away the cause of the pain. And this is a huge breakthrough. We understand the science of it. It's not a mystery. All the pieces are in place. This is why I am invited to present all over the world. Every government in the world is having problems with their finances because healthcare is so expensive, so difficult, and so ineffective. And industries. I learned, for example, that every automobile, $2,000 or $3,000 of the price of every automobile goes towards health care for the people who put the automobile together. People who run large companies are finding that their executives, the very clever people who run the company, when they get sick, they just get worse instead of better. A lot of money is paid out for health insurance and for health care, and it doesn't work. It's just not working. It works sometimes, but the failures, the lack of success is more common than the successes. So I'm very optimistic about the future of energy medicine. DGIAM is an incredible organization where people come together, share their information about technologies. The symposium we just had on quantum medicine was incredible, very well attended. People are very interested in quantum medicine, and it's a very exciting, the whole field of energy medicine is very exciting, and this is the medicine of the future. It's just a matter of time before patients find their way to various kinds of energy therapists, whether they're using their hands or they're using electromagnetic devices. All of them are very effective, and it's just a matter of time until the patients discover this. And what's happening in the United States is that the patients have discovered this, and they are, in a sense, voting for alternatives instead of conventional approaches. So it's really happening.